When I was a child, my family used to gather at my grandmother's house at Christmas. One night, my cousins and I made a bet with my uncles that the two of us could walk around the property through the woods, crossing the bridge over the small lake. It wasn't a long walk, but it was dark, and for two children aged 8 and 5, it was quite an adventure. However, while we were crossing the bridge, which wasn't even 2 meters long, something rose from the lake, something that looked like a monster. In my child's mind, I swore it was a swamp monster with algae covering its body. It didn't scream or do anything. We were terrified. I told my cousin to run one way and I would go the other. I reached the yard where my uncles still were. I don't remember exactly my mental state, but I told them about the monster and that maybe my cousin had been caught. A short time later, she appeared, coming down the path we used to enter the woods. I remember one of my uncles going around the house to look for the monster, but he didn't find anything. I passed for a long time. People said that the lake and the woods of the farm had a mud monster. I think my family just assumed I made up the monster story. Years later, I came to believe that one of my uncles entered the house and left through the back door near the lake to scare us, although my memory might be wrong, since the house underwent renovations and perhaps the back door didn't exist at the time. I brought this up at other family gatherings hoping to get a response like, "Oh, yes, I went through the back to scare you," or, "We ran around the other side to get to the lake first and scare you." But no comment, nothing. The story was just treated as a figment of our imagination. Even my cousin doesn't remember it, but she was little, so of course she wouldn't remember. Only I remember, only I have memories, and I know it was real. Maybe it wasn't a monster, but I know there was someone very tall with us there, and that made the story much scarier. If everyone in the family thinks it was a child's invention, then who was in the woods with us? The property was large, the back of the house had almost no windows. If someone jumped the fence at the property's boundary, the woods were a good hiding place, unless two children appeared. What were the chances of the two of us being in real danger?